So Nisa not streaming. Or wait,
No,
you're
I'm still
actually.
coughing too much and blowing my nose every like 3 minutes.
Oh, I can hear the voice.
Yeah. It sounds worse. I feel better today. It's just my voice is still awful.
Okay. All right. So where were we? Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing 2 people. That would be Dylan and Ozzy on roll 20. Ozzy, I'm guessing in a few minutes he'll join us. And let's get started. So music. We were with the. Ooh, it was combat music.
You might want to wait on Ozzy.
I'm actually gonna just put a more relaxed background music until we actually get back into the game. Okay.
Okay, stream is live.
Yep. Mute my phone.
It's still saying you're hosting.
Where was? Okay,
How's that?
church.
Is that good?
Yeah, I can see you.
You see it now?
Yep.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, it's so cute. I can't really see what that one is though, Nisa. Is it waving?
Yeah, it's supposed. Its paw is really small.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All of your smileys are weird. Hard to.
They're small.
Hard to.
I know.
I love it.
So
It's so-
Dylan is still not on roll 20, by the way.
Get in here, Dylan.
I'm working on it, okay?
No, not okay. Wait, let me
I have
click
so
here.
many subs. As in, I'm subbed to so many channels. I have so many emotes.
Okay.
Money balls over here.
Right. So everyone here, apart from Ozzy.
No, the only sub that I pay for is Biff's, actually.
So when Ozzy joins us, he'll join us in the middle of the thing because we're gonna start now. Pre-game notes, I guess you all read them already, so we don't go over them. I'll just go with the recap, straight to recap. Alright, so last week, as you were exiting the tavern, you encountered a new friend, Liam Greyheart, who joined your party, and then you moved to to Ismark's mansion, where you met with Irina, who refused to leave town even at the risk of her own life. She says not until her father gets buried, who had died just recently. So you transport the body to the church, where you meet with a sort of deranged priest, a priest who lost a bit of his mind after spending all days and nights praying for the salvation of his son, who was transformed into a vampire when he went to battle the devil Strahd. So you tried to persuade him to bury the body. He said to come back at dawn, and then Dehanu suggests that they can cure his son. So you all went to the Undercroft to meet with him, which started out fine because Doru, the young vampire, was not aggressive at first. He was a bit in a frenzy because he could smell your blood, but he was resisting the urge.
And then he met Ozzy.
And then he met Amnon, who made a minor illusion of a stake with lots of blood dripping from it, which caused Doru to jump towards that, and when he realized that you've been tricking him with an illusion, he kind of lost it, and scene. And battle followed. So you've been battling for a few rounds. You heard Donovich hear about the noise, and he joined the fray, pushing you down the stairs, not down the stairs, but like out of the way to join his son downstairs and yelling, "Stop!" And we're gonna continue from there. And we're switching to battle music.
And we're still in combat, right?
You are still in combat. Cloud just finished her turn. Now it's Liam's turn. And I'll lower the audio just a little bit from my side. So, Liam, what would you like to do?
We were pretty like dead set on killing this guy, right? The vampire dude.
Well,
I don't think we can turn back now.
you went to look at what was the deal with him, and after Amnon provoked him, the battle started. But I don't think you ever actually discussed whether he needs to be disposed of or not.
Well, I tried, but Cat Lady jumped on him.
Yep. She started attacking.
Alright, well, I guess I'm going all out then. Bit of a hothead. With Firebolt.
Okay.
So, and then he just kept healing and stuff, right?
Yes,
Heals
every turn you would notice that his wounds were healing, apart from one turn during which you noticed that his wounds were remained open. You don't really know what caused the wounds not to regenerate at that moment.
Okay, cool.
So your firebolt would miss Doru, and it just hits something in the background, one of the pillars.
So it's not related to me using my silver sword.
You don't know, but I think you used your silver sword from the start, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So no,
Yeah.
he had healed during some turns in which you used your silver sword.
Okay, I'm just taking a little step over to the left, and that'll be my turn.
Sorry, I coughed.
No problem.
Ooh, got an update. My character sheet looks different.
Oh yeah, that's Ozzy's turn now. Who is still not,
Not
here,
here
I
yet.
think.
I'm,
Yep.
I'm here.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just
hi.
not in the program yet. Hi, sorry. I'm the last boss. It's taking like freaking. This is terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You're not there yet, though?
I'll be there in 2 seconds.
Let me take a quick AFK since I just did my turn.
okay. So Ozzy. Nisa, you have access to your character sheet now. I couldn't give you that before because you hadn't joined the Roll20 thing. So now you're in. I was able to share it with you. Was there anything else I wanted to share with you? Oh yeah.
Wait, which Curse of the Strahd is it?
Curse
actual
of
one,
Strahd, not the Curse of Strahd intro. Yeah, just Curse of Strahd. Yay, Pedram joined.
Sorry about that, guys.
No problem.
I'm gonna cry.
Did I apply Hunter's Mark already or no?
Yes, you did.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
You applied it, but yeah, I forgot. I wanted to add like a mark on him. We'll assume this is Hunter's Mark. Red dot. And you just missed when you hit him, so it didn't have any effect. It's only applied when you hit.
Oh, I missed Hunter's Mark?
No, Hunter's Mark was applied,
Oh.
but it adds 1d6
Just the actual
every time you
damage.
hit. Yeah.
I'm back.
Okay.
I have a question for Iron Ayla.
Iron. You can just
Iron,
say
iron works.
Just iron's fine, she says.
All right. Any revive spells?
I don't think she's high enough level to have a full
What's the one I have that's
She needs to be level 5 because before she can get Revivify, which would allow to revive. And Revivify will need, I think, 100 or 300 gold worth of diamonds or gems or something like that, which you need to buy beforehand. Which gets consumed.
Expensive.
but if somebody has 0 hit points, I can have a spell called Spare the Dying.
Yeah, she can stabilize people with a cantrip, which will at least prevent a potential death by failing death saves.
Oh, because I was thinking that, if you kill an undead and then revivify it, does it work with a cantrip?
No. It doesn't.
No. By the way, Cloud is using concentration, so I'm going to do that.
So are we just waiting for people to load the map or something?
I'm waiting for Ozzy to say what he wants to do. Ozzy?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm trying
he's-
to figure out what it's called.
Trying to figure out what?
Using my Oath of Vengeance, can I vow of enmity?
Let me check.
As a bonus action, you utter a vow of enmity against the creature you see within 10 yards of you. Using your channel divinity, you gain advantage on attack rolls against the creature for 1 minute or until it drops 0 hit points or falls.
Okay. Where's okay, vow of enmity. Yeah, sure. You can do it as a bonus action. Channel divinity. Okay, so it uses your channel divinity. You haven't used that before, right? Channel divinity. Wait, where is your channel divinity?
I feel like we're out of turn here, aren't we? Oh, no. Never mind. Sorry, I must have just went before. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you had done your turn, and then you said you were tired, so we stopped there.
Right. Dang, nice roll.
Cool. So you definitely hit. Roll for damage.
And I'm swinging for his teeth because I want to knock his damn sharp
First
pointy.
teeth.
That's actually a good idea.
Okay. All right. So you
Dentist.
swing. He tries to avoid the hit, but you, at the last second, you move your hand and you just slam down the warhammer right on his teeth, and you see 2 flying out towards Tehanu in the distance.
Brutal.
Cool, I'll make a nice necklace.
With your vampire teeth.
Yeah. All right. So you have your vow of enmity against him. Move finish your turn?
I don't want to move. I want to stay like
Okay.
squared again.
All right, Tehano, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna move diagonally like this.
Okay. Then move.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take advantage of the confusion and the darkness, so I'm very stealthy and blah blah blah. And I'm gonna go and try to rob whatever I can from the priest, and see if I can find wooden stakes, garlic, anything on his belt, in his pockets, and in anywhere that could help us.
That's a great idea.
Okay. Do a sleight of hand check on him.
Please be good.
Considering that I'm still in the dark, pretty much.
You are still what?
What he's saying is he wants you to give him advantage.
You're not hidden though. You could use your bonus action maybe to hide first and then do it as an action.
I mean, technically, you can't see shit in that basement, right? It's not lit.
You have light coming from between the floorboards that are kind of loose, but yeah, no, there is light here.
Okay, so if it's gonna make a huge difference, then I'm gonna hide, and that way, I guess I'm gonna be able to rob the guy.
All right, you
Rob him
do
blind. Rob him blind.
You do a sleight of hand check with advantage.
Hang on, I just need to find it again in a freaking character sheet.
Okay. Okay. Let's see, what could you find on him?
Oh my god, Azzy!
Yeah, maybe. No, yeah, you find that he is just wearing really filthy clothes. There's some incense in his pockets. And that's it.
That's it?
What do you find?
Okay, poop. Is that it?
Incense.
I am incensed. What kind of priest is this?
A mad one?
He wants us to die here. Did you hear that evil laugh?
We're just gonna feed him to his son, whatever.
Let's just kill
Well,
the priest.
Anyway, I just wasted my turn, and I'm still hidden technically. So, oh well.
No, you did an action which removes your hidden status.
Well, fuck me.
No, thank you. Next one will be Doru, and he's going to. He is going to take a swing at Ozzy again, since he's right next to him. And so he's going to, first of all, have some of his wounds start healing up, and you can see his fangs coming back out after they were splashed. And
At least I got a necklace out of it.
yeah. And then he's going to make one bite attack towards Ozzy.
It should be at a disadvantage.
Don't you have a shield still?
What do you mean? God damn it!
God damn it, because I forgot to set talking to myself, so you don't actually read the description of what it does. All you know is that he tried to.
Okay,
bite
nobody look!
them.
Nobody look!
Yeah.
He did it last week too, actually.
Yeah,
It
last
should be at
week one of
disadvantage
them.
Last session, rather.
It should technically be at disadvantage because his teeth are still growing back, and so they're kind of like baby teeth right now.
Agreed.
No.
Yeah, he's gonna do thing on you.
No, he can
Yeah, he's
still
gonna-
bite
he's
you.
gumming me right now. He's
But regardless, advantage or not, he misses, and then he's going to try and hit you with his claws, which does hit. And instead of doing damage to you, after he grabs you with his claws, he decides to grapple you. So you can consider yourself
Foul beast!
grappled.
I don't float your way, sir.
Good, then I can stab them both.
By the way, in your notes, player notes, you can see the conditions and their descriptions, what grappled means. Where did I put that?
How hard is it to chop off some hands?
Next, Amnon.
He just ignores you.
To chop off heads.
Oh god, I'm having a good time. Sorry.
So,
No, the hands.
sorry, I just
The hand.
like I said, I have difficulty doing or thinking about something and listening to what people say at the same time. So, what was your question?
If someone chops off his hands, that would let go of the grapple potentially, even though they're gonna grow back again next turn. But whatever.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be able to chop off his hands. You would just, I mean, if you say you want to break his teeth or whatever, it's just flavor, but it doesn't actually do that. What you're going to do is basically lacerate his hand, but that's not going to do much of a difference.
Depends if it's a Nemo kid.
Yeah, but I mean, otherwise, anyone would say, first hit, I'm going to cut his feet, and then, oh, he can't move anymore. It doesn't work that way, right?
This is not realistic.
Exactly. So grappled, I'm just gonna paste that for you. In the chat. Note that you had Sanctuary, I believe, that was removed after you did your attack earlier. So Amnon, your turn.
I'm going to. Can I still hit the guy, or would I have disadvantage trying to hit him with my Eldritch?
If you hit him, you wouldn't get disadvantage, but I would give him a half cover because he's hiding behind Ozzy, I would say.
What's half cover do?
+2 to AC.
Oh, okay. Is there any way to like break grapples otherwise? Like push him away?
Ozzy would have to do an escape DC, I think acrobatics or athletics, something like that.
Yeah,
Try
it's
and
it's
escape.
another contested roll.
Yeah.
And Ozzy would have to spend his action doing it.
Yes.
You could probably move to a better position to maybe get a better shot at him, but
Is there a way that I can move so that he's not undercover? I can jump over this railing, right?
Yeah, you can move. Look for your speed, I think, of 30, and try to. If you come from behind them, like a flanking, you would get advantage because you would be flanking. If you're like right next to him, and you wouldn't be behind. He wouldn't be behind cover.
How do you queue up multiple things?
You can press Q and just keep moving.
There we go. Let's do that. I'm gonna go up to here.
To flank him, you would need to be next to him in melee range, I believe.
I don't want to flank him. I just want to be able to hit him without him being in cover.
Okay.
Is it over from there?
Yeah, I'll allow it there.
Cool.
Right. So you push your hands forward and blast orbs come from your hands and they blast Doru in the back, and he takes roll for damage.
Ooh.
He takes
Good roll.
13 force damage. Wow.
Well done, glass cannon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That has your charisma modifier to it. Sure. Perfect.
Yep.
Okay.
It should all work out now. I changed it, so it should be good.
Perfect. You wanna move again, or you're good?
I think I can move like 5 feet. So can I step behind this pillar?
Okay. Iron, your turn.
Do I need to move forward? I want to do a secret flame.
Okay. Go ahead.
I forget how.
Wait. I think he needs to do an escape DC or something. Let me see. Sacred Flame.
It's one of my cantrips.
Yeah, he needs to do a dexterity saving throw. Alright. And so... Oh, he definitely escapes it. 21.
How rude!
21.
I don't even get to cast.
Well, you... well, you cast it by saying you want to cast it, right?
Gotcha.
Yeah. So he... yeah, he doesn't take any damage because he was able to avoid it.
Rip.
Alright.
I feel like this priest is integral. I just don't know what.
You want to move, or you're good?
I'm good.
Alright. So now Donovich says, "Stop! You're killing him! You're killing him! Stop!" And he's going to cast Cure Wounds on his son.
Oh my god.
Who heals by 7 HP, and you can see some of the deeper cuts that he has healing up. You do notice that he's while he's been healing throughout the fight, maybe half of his wounds haven't healed completely, so he's still pretty banged up.
Really?
So we're wearing.
Can somebody do an investigation of which ones aren't healing?
Do you have that as a?
I feel like I should know about vampires, though, right? They're my favorite enemy. Undeads.
Oh, and I roll.
Wait 1 second. Iron, do you have like an actual feature that allows you to do that, or you're just asking?
Well, I was just asking, and so I don't know if I have an actual
So
feature that does
no,
it.
you would need
But
to
I have
have
medicine.
a feature. Huh? You
What
have
about
what?
medicine?
No, medicine wouldn't give you that. You wouldn't really know much about him from that aspect. Let's see. Donovich is going to move right next to his son to protect him with his body. You wouldn't like you could use your medicine check skill to, like, if you were next to his body, to see how he died or something like that, but that's, you can't just use it that way. I can give you, like, visually you see that he's starting to get beat up, but he's still, most of his wounds have healed up already.
So is it the spell?
No, because he heals every turn basically, so yeah. And also Iron, your turn had passed, so even if you would have been able to do it, you would have had to wait for your next turn. And now it's Cloud's turn, and I'm gonna read what has been happening in chat.
Well, my idea was that Cloud, being enraged at the undead, could just throw the father at the son and let the son take care of the father. But the thing is, like, apparently this
He's not attacking him.
is now next to the father on the map. So what does that do?
Well, we don't want the father to get eaten by the son, because the son will get struck.
Right.
Not necessarily.
I mean, I'm just gonna shoot him because I don't really have anything else to do. So
Shoot who? The vampire? Or
Yeah.
the priest?
the vampire. I mean, should I kill the priest?
No.
No. Okay. Am I clear to attack or not yet?
It's your turn, so yeah.
Okay, I just didn't know if you were still looking or if you wanted me to. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Go.
Okay.
All right. So you're shooting at him with your crossbow. He has 3/4 of cover because his father is blocking him, which gives him +5 to AC. And with that, yeah. Well, he went in front of his son to protect him. But with that,
What?
your arrow just goes right next to the neck of Donovich and goes behind, like in between, the hole in between Donovich and Ozzy, and it just hits Doru right in the face. Roll for damage.
Narrow between two
Man,
teeth.
I was about to be like ultra mad.
Yeah. All right.
Somebody clobber that priest and knock him out.
Next, you want to do something else, or?
I'm gonna stay where I'm at. I'm at the top of the stairs, so I feel
Yeah.
like I have a good idea of what's going on, and I'm kind of just
All
it's
right,
a good
cool.
vantage point for a
Does
kid,
anyone in the party has some sort of spell or skill that causes incapacitation without hurting, like just kind of knocking out someone or putting
Anyone
them to
can
sleep?
do non-lethal damage with any kind of damage.
What
Brain
was it?
damage,
no.
maybe.
I left my taser in my other tunic.
Yeah, I left my taser in my other purse.
Okay. So no tasers.
What about the
But-
hunter's
wait,
trap? I
Wait,
have a hunting trap.
isn't a grasping shock something like a taser, basically?
I don't know.
Kinda
All right.
did-
Liam, what do you want to do?
Nara, did you roll for Hunter's Mark damage?
Oh yeah, she didn't.
Is it automatic? It's not automatically
No,
factored
no,
in.
it's not. Just click
how
on
do
the
I do
hunters.
that then?
Just click on the hunter's mark. That will do the 1d6.
Okay,
So yeah, it's,
so technically I get 11
yeah.
damage. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know I had to roll that every time. My fault.
Yeah, and
for mentioning it.
I forgot to tell you, which is cool to have a second DM experienced player to knows this stuff.
Oh God, don't encourage him.
What?
You don't know what you're getting into.
Okay.
I'm just kidding, Sammy.
All right. All right, Liam,
Okay.
Mr. Greyhaar.
Wait, I have a question. Quick question.
Yeah.
So, my favorite enemy, it says I get +2 to damage to them now, too, right?
Oh yeah, with the.
So do I also get +2 there,
Plus
and
two
Hunter's
as
Mark,
well,
and
yes.
Archery?
Yes.
Damn.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So.
So I just have to tell you that every time?
Yeah. Basically, you need to remember. If I remember it, I'll mention it and do it. Otherwise, please remind
Okay.
me because it's.
It's your character.
It's
Yeah.
my character, I
Yeah.
should remember it. Yeah, I just didn't know if they stacked or not.
They would stack, yes.
Okay, cool. So I get the Hunter's Mark and the favorite enemy undead +2 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Which is cool. So now you notice that as you remember this, you see the arrow suddenly moving further deeper into his his skin for some weird reason.
His father accidentally bumps into him and drives the arrow further.
Exactly. Perfect. Thank you.
Okay. I don't have a whole lot to do, honestly. Got burning a lot of resources.
Cantrip him. Give him the old cantrip.
So, question.
Yeah.
If I move to like right here, what kind of cover does he have?
None, I would say.
Alright, then I will move there and do my firebolt.
Okay, go. Oh shit. So yeah, it definitely hits him in the back.
Okay, and how do I roll damage for this? Sorry,
Click
noodle
on
it.
Firebolt.
In the chat?
In the chat, yeah. Okay.
You singe his pubic hair.
Basically. Although it's his ass since you went behind him, kind of.
Singe his butt hair.
Yeah. Move or you're good?
Me?
Yeah.
I spent all 30 of my movement
Oh,
to
okay,
get there.
that was 30. Alright. Ozzy, your turn. You're grappled, so you can't move. And you can try to escape him using.
Yeah, but that wastes
I
my.
think-
Well, it doesn't. It uses my action, right?
Yeah.
So can I do the video I just put into chat in general? I'd like to follow those grappling moves.
Uh,
So like when I'm being grappled, in all seriousness, can I attempt to get him in a submission hold?
no,
I feel
you're
like
the one that's grappled, not the other way around. So what you can do is try to
save.
escape the grapple by using your action to do a athletics or acrobatics check, depending on you want.
Right. Okay. I guess if I have to escape, then I will. So I will.
You don't have to escape. It's just like you can't move and he can't move until.
But I can't. Can I attack him from a grappled state?
I believe so.
I think so. It didn't say you
I
couldn't.
think, yeah, it just says you can't move.
That's fine. I don't need to move.
You're like
in my
rooted
range.
versus more than anything.
I would give you disadvantage though in the if
Why?
you try to. Well, try to swing your warhammer towards someone who is behind you. It's going to be kind of difficult.
Oh,
You
he's
can
He's a little
headbutt the
human
guy.
vampire also trying to grapple a giant dragon, so
He's not giant. He's
he's still a dragon.
yeah, but he's
He's
not.
really strong.
He's like
And
6
he has
feet.
and he breathes fire. So if he's like that close, I feel like he should get advantage on any breath attacks.
I should be
And
able
not
to like
disadvantage.
reach behind me, grab his head like the hood of a hood.
If you're gonna play like that, I feel like we get some bonus there too. Like if he's like got him by the shoulders, he should just be able to like open his mouth and just blast the shit out of him with fire.
He should
Sorry.
be able if yeah, he does have breath weapon available.
Oh,
Right.
you should French kiss him and then throw
Yep,
fire
yeah,
in
I'm
his
gonna
mouth.
turn around.
Jesus.
I'm gonna do a nice little pirouette,
I really
so I'm face to face with him, and I'm going to open my mouth and blast the shit out of his face with fire blast.
All right. It's a
It was a team effort.
15 feet cube, I think. Make sure that you're
Cone
not
in it.
hitting anyone else in it.
Make sure to hit the priest.
Yeah, blast that priest.
I don't.
Crisp him
Well,
up.
I
Nobody cares about the priest.
Yeah. Talk about the priest.
You wouldn't be able to. It would be behind you or in front of you, and you're kind of like in between them, sort of.
So I'm like, if I'm gonna basically put my back to the priest, holding the little vampire kid, and just be like, and just yeah.
Okay. Breath weapon, 15 feet going behind you, so you're hitting him. Let's see. He has to do a dexterity saving throw. All right. So
But he can't move if he's grappled, right?
Right.
who?
The guy,
Ozzy.
the vampire.
No,
No,
Ozzy
he
is grappled.
Oh,
Yeah, but
no, but you
he's
said he's
also
going to do a
grappling,
dexterity
like-
saving throw, so he can't move. He can't
If the second
would be
he
an action.
tries, yeah, if he does a dexterity saving throw, the grapple ends because he's obviously
That's not exactly how that works.
Yeah.
Typically, you just
Shut
find a
up,
way
Sammy.
to dodge, like to duck for it.
Yeah.
being
So-
realistic here, okay?
If you want to be realistic, I'm gonna be very nice with you and give him disadvantage in his dexterity saving throw because he's grappling you. But either way, let me check. Your what's the save DC on that one? 8 plus your Constitution, so that's 9 plus your proficiency bonus. That's 11. That's it. It's 11. Okay. So with the disadvantage. Yeah, because I was sure that it would be like 13 or 14 or something like that. Okay. So with the disadvantage, he's trying to avoid you, but somehow you resist with your very strong body. You prevent him from avoiding the fire, and he does get hit with your breath. So roll 2d6 on him. All right. So he takes a further 10, 10 points of damage. Oh god.
Good job, Azzy.
Nice.
Good dragon. Good dragon.
Wait, I'm not your pet.
Are you sure?
Boy?
Yeah.
Who's a good boy?
Whatever. She's the one who
Who's the
succeeded.
good dragon?
All right. So you can't move. So Tehanu, your turn. What do you want to do?
So I'm gonna sneak up on him behind or on the side or whatever in the shadows, and I'm gonna stab him again near the heart with the silver short sword.
Okay. Where are you? Okay, from behind. Okay, you get advantage because you're flanking.
Hell yeah, I do.
Go ahead, do your. Yeah, it definitely hits.
Jesus.
Holy shit. Rogues are
Nice.
fucked up.
Wait, does this count? Like, he had his turn already, right? So it doesn't count as assassinate move.
What?
Does it count as an assassination move, or did he have his turn before?
Oh yeah, he already had his turn.
Oh man, that would have been great.
The attack only critical hits if the creature is surprised.
No, he was talking about the assassinate feature which he gets during the first round of combat, actually.
Yeah, that just means you have advantage on the attack.
Yeah. Alright, so with that, one question. Do you want to put him unconscious or do you want to kill him? Because you just dealt a fatal blow.
Psst, kill.
I don't think we can just kind of put him unconscious without the priest reviving him or doing weird
Right.
shit, right?
I agree.
Okay.
Plunge it in further.
So you want to just plunge it through
blade.
his heart and just massacre him, right?
Well, I'm supposed to be evil, so yes.
Yes!
So you plunge the silver short sword through his heart, and then just move it around, ripping his heart to shreds, making sure that there is not one piece left of it. And with that, my friends, Doru dies.
Yay!
Wow. Okay, so tell us, how did we finally get him to start dying instead of healing so much?
What?
I think he just did enough damage in one turn that is healing.
Did we?
Yeah,
It was the grapple
he's just healing. Yeah.
and the fire breath.
Okay, cool.
So he does heal, but he heals by a specific amount every turn, and you dealt way more damage than he was able to heal. That's the advantage of having that many players on the ground. And with that, Doru just screams, and just for fun, we're gonna do that, and falls to the ground, dead. His eyes going out of without any life, and Donovan
Now,
just starts screaming
does he
and
do-
crying and yelling, and just falls to his feet. He tries to
Does he do-
cure him.
Does he
What?
do one of those like vampire like trope things where he like turns to ashes and poof, he goes away, or his body like sizzles up
Yeah.
and disappears, or does he just drop dead like in a pile of heart?
Which one do you prefer?
I don't.
Which do I prefer?
Because
I'm
there's
just
no
wondering,
rule
like-
about it, but let's say that as he dies, you see Donovich try to rush up to him and try to heal him. His body starts to dissipate into mist, and it just flows into the air.
I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you.
My pleasure. And Donovich
Very
starts
great,
crying
Jonas.
and screaming. You said you would cure him! This is not cured! My son! Doro! And he cries and he cries.
He's not a vampire anymore, is he? Cured as promised.
Thine son died a long time ago at the hands of the devil. He was no longer your son, only a corpse's shell in torment. I've done what you did not have the strength to do.
You liars, my son! And
Cry
he
not,
continues
that's-
crying
Hell
and
at peace.
that's it.
Or in pieces.
I don't think this priest was gonna be much help to us anyway. He seemed hysterical.
And
Well, shall we kill the priest as well?
Nah, just let him grieve. He's went through enough.
alright. And with that, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna sneak out of the basement.
Okay.
Yeah, what do we
Okay.
do with this priest? I'm guessing he's
him.
just.
Right now,
Bury
you
this.
see him just trying to grasp at air and cry, and grasp at air and cry, and he does not seem to be responsive to anything.
Okay,
Should
let's
we at
go
least,
bury
like,
the dude.
drag him upstairs or something?
No, just leave him here.
Do we
Who
need
gives a
him
shit?
for anything else?
No.
You were supposed to bury the guy that we brought.
Do we need
Well,
the priest
you-
for that?
We just need his graveyard. We don't need this guy. Right?
Yeah, no.
I mean, he
We
did
should
say
find
he
him.
would help
We have a-
us, right?
We have our own fancy cleric right here anyway. What do we need a priest for?
Right.
Flicks around.
Alright.
'Kay.
So you want to go back up?
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah.
Get this dude buried.
I have to move everyone.
Liam, you're very shadowy.
One of the hooded people, like
Yeah.
Liam, should mirror your character, so it's the opposite way of Tahanu, so I don't confuse you guys.
So
What?
where is everyone?
It's like
Oh,
mirror
because
the
they kinda
picture,
look
so
the
he's
same, you
looking the other way, yeah.
Yeah, but I have a bird in mind.
Okay, but I can't see.
Is that what that is? Oh, it's a bird. Yeah. What do you mean you can't confuse him? He's a man, and Tahanu's a woman.
Well, they're both just hooded creatures that are looking to the left. Or the right, I guess.
What are we? Mobile app?
What?
Okay.
Mobile.
So, all right. Everyone is back upstairs.
Yes, I am.
Okay, I just threw you all there. So as you come back, you see Ismark say, "What happened down there? Everything all right?"
He cured his son.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but the
That's very
priest
good.
can't be bothered to come up and help us. We'll just have to bury the body ourselves.
All right. I guess they need some time to talk to each other now. I can hear him crying of joy. I'm very proud
Yeah.
of you. Thank you for doing
Right.
this for our priest.
He's very emotional. That's for sure.
Okay. So you guys wanna go bury him now?
Yep. Do it quickly.
All right. So it's starting to get late. It's almost nighttime. You go out and you bring the coffin with you. You get to the cemetery. And some of you, like, you all work together and take a shovel and just put a hole in the ground, and then you drop the body in there while the cleric Iron is doing the last rites. You can see Ismark and Irina sad and just crying a little bit, but not really crying, but like you can see tears rolling, but they have a very hard and stoic face, but just the tears rolling down their cheek. And
Basically, they're being Barovian.
yeah, they're being Barovian. Give me 1 second.
I mean, kind of makes me wonder why we had to go to the basement and mess around with the priest if we are gonna bypass the priest anyway. So
I mean, he told you come back at dawn for the funeral. You could have just come back at dawn for the funeral. You decided
that's
to
what I
say, "I'm
thought.
gonna cure him," so you know. All right, and so as you're doing the last rites, Iron, you notice deep in the forest outside of the cemetery, a figure looking at what is happening here. And you do a double take, and you don't see him anymore, just some mist swirling around. And
That's a little eerie.
this game is all about eerie.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're paying respect to the dead, and
Wait,
just-
we're inside. Are we supposed to be outside?
you're outside, but I don't have a map for this cemetery, so you're just
Oh, okay.
use your imagination now.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I'm
Uh,
listening. I'm listening vivid.
All right. So you're paying homage to Mr. Kolyan, whatever his name was. And
Kolyanovich, I believe.
that's the family name of the kids, but he was Kolyan Something-ovich, basically.
Okay.
And suddenly you hear one single bell ringing from the church. And that's it. It stops. And so you continue paying respect to the dead. Then what do you want to do?
A bell? Who rang the
Yeah,
bell?
the bell from the church rings, but just once.
Yeah, who did it though?
I don't know. You can come
It
back
rings
to the
by
church.
itself?
You can come back to the church to check if you want after you're done with the service.
I think that was just the priest bumping his head onto the bell.
Maybe. Oh, we can go check it out. Kind of eerie.
So after it's all said and done, you come back to the church, and as you come into the chapel, you can find Donovich hanging there by the rope of the bell in the middle of the chapel. He hanged himself.
Oh.
You feel bad? Come on.
Yeah.
That dude trapped his kid in a basement for
He
like
was grieving.
2 years with no food. That's fucked. That guy deserved to die. I would have killed him myself.
It's Mark and
Wow.
Irina
Oh, yeah.
do not understand what's
You
going on.
And I mean, all I got from him was incest.
Did we all come in at the same time, or did someone notice first? Try to like.
Can we at least spare you? If he just
Um,
killed himself?
X. Sorry.
Then you're gonna come back to the church and somebody else will have hung themselves.
So what do you want to do? You want to bury him too?
No. He was crazy. I'm over that.
Whatever
We're
you
not
want.
the town burial crew. Like, we're here.
Come on, you know you came to town for that purpose. It's
I don't know. I think we wasted enough time.
So with all the shoveling and the service and all that, it's starting to get pretty late. So, yeah, it's maybe 9-10 p.m. already.
Oh, jeez.
So we can go back to the inn? Or some
Yeah.
place to stay?
Ismark says, "No, you should come sleep in our house tonight." Then
Smart sees the
then
priest
in the
arm,
morning-
doesn't give a fuck.
in the morning you can just leave at dawn. Him and like they were both like, what the fuck is happening with Donovich? But I think they understood what happened, and they don't want to say anything about it.
We did what we needed to do. We'll leave it at that.
I like these folks. They're very, quiet.
Yeah. All right. So you want to go back to the mansion?
Is there anywhere else we can go in the town? We could stop by that crying lady and see why she's crying so much. Or we
Isn't
could
it
just-
late?
Yeah, it's pretty late. I guess we should just go back.
Yep.
Who are those guys? Oh, the ladies.
I think so.
So
Yeah, it's true.
you're back out of the church. You're making your way back to the mansion. You still hear the lady crying in her house. She does not seem to tire. And
She must be very hydrated.
the tavern is open. The mercantile's shop in front of it is closed by now, and you can continue all the way to the mansion or whatever you want to do.
I guess we should probably just like head to the mansion, and
Yeah, it's a little late. Could use a rest.
we need to like set up camp
you want to drink.
basically to like.
We can go get a drink.
Oh, I want to get a drink.
Did you
I'm
have
just gonna
to suggest
start
that to the alcoholic?
salivating a little bit. Get that slightly wild look.
Can we pick up a beer on the way home? A road beer, if you will.
Yeah, sure.
Is there a 7-Eleven?
All right, so let's make this
We
quick.
have a hint.
You get to the. What do you mean have a hint?
I mean, I feel like something's supposed to happen soon. So can we get a hint?
No hints, nothing special. So you get into the tavern. You
Lisa won't tell me.
still see that same barman being like empty eyes, just still cleaning the glasses. You ask for some beer. He does not have any beer. He only has wine. So would you like wine?
Yeah, I'll take wine. How much is
Alright.
wine?
It's
Yup,
one
I'll take
silver
it.
piece for a pitcher, or one glass. I think it was 3 coppers or something like that.
'Kay.
I'll buy a pitcher.
Yep, I'll have some of that pitcher. Do you want me to get my own?
We can share, yeah.
All right, fine.
All right.
Could I split off to the merchants area? I know you outlined one of those in a preview.
Right across the
Yeah, the
street.
merchant is right across the street.
But
It's
wouldn't it be
getting
closed?
late though, and yeah, it has closed. Wait, let me check actually. Yeah, it doesn't say any closing time, so I'm just gonna assume that he closed at sundown. So yeah.
Can we take our? Do we have to finish our wine? Let's just chug it and go.
Anybody hanging out around the building?
Or in the tavern? Is anyone else like
You-
in that tavern that wasn't there before?
No, it seems to be empty, and the streets also seem to be empty, and that's about it. Yeah,
Okay.
it's starting to get.
I guess
really
I'll
late.
go meet up with the rest of my group.
Okay. And so you finish your wine, you get back out, and you keep going to the mansion, I assume.
Yeah.
All right. So you get to the mansion. The host, Ismark, serves you up some food. You will all have to sleep in various chambers, like in the living room, the whatever. He put up some bedrolls or whatever. He doesn't have enough rooms for everybody. He serves up some food as well as drinks. Ozzy, I believe, does have a pie if he wants to eat it or share it or keep it to himself or whatever.
I don't know that I want to eat this pie.
Sure, it's
Everybody in
fine.
the town said it was good.
Wine.
Yeah,
Doesn't
but
the-
the people in this town are weird.
It's true.
I vote that the cat goes and catches us some food. Aren't you good at that
She
kind
might
of thing?
bring back a rat, by the way.
Yeah, I'll get some
Yeah,
rats.
she-
You like
some honey
rats?
or something?
Can
I don't
I ritual cast detect magic on the
know. On the what?
On the pie.
On the pie?
Mhm.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
It does.
We're all so skeptical.
It does not seem to be magical, but it does have a very faint aura of something. There is something in it that might be magical, but it
Like
doesn't. It's
frosting?
not actually
Or-
like
Magical
itself.
frosting?
Is there a
Maybe-
school of
maybe
magic
just-
associated with it?
Let me see. What school of magic it would be?
It's fucking made of
Ah.
gold. That's what's magical about it.
I'll get back to you with that.
Okay.
I know I did research that in case someone asked the question, but I can't remember what the fuck answers I found.
I think you should eat it. Seems safe.
Just
should
see what
eat the pie.
happens.
Mister
I mean,
likes to touch everything. Why don't you try eating the pie?
Oh god, don't let Dylan
Me?
do anything.
I'll eat the
or
pie
plan.
if you're gonna give
We're all
me
up
free food.
to-
I'm not gonna.
All right,
I'm
I
not
will
gonna say
slice-
no to
I
free
will
food.
break off a piece of the pie and hand it to Durek.
Alright. I'll eat that pie.
All right, so Durek eats the pie. It's delicious.
Just as advertised.
That's it.
Yeah, it seems like it's worth the money. Pretty good pie.
It's good
I'll give
pie.
it an
It's
hour.
delicious.
An hour.
I think I
He'll
feel
be
good.
dead in an hour.
Nah, I'm okay. Don't worry about me. What's gonna happen?
An hour
die.
later, his
I feel like selling
is
poison
just
pies is
feeling
pretty
drowsy
bad.
like all of you because it's almost midnight.
Okay.
Right,
And-
still young.
Well, I got food and I got some wine, so I'm probably just gonna like sleep
Okay.
in wherever they gave me quarters to sleep at. I don't care what you guys do, but I'm fucking tired and I need my spell slots back.
Alright. So
I can take first watch.
Durek is the only one sleeping. You
No, we
may,
all need
might
to take a
not
long
need
rest.
to take watch since you're inside the house, but
Oh,
you
okay.
if you want to do it because maybe you don't trust them or anything like that, you are allowed to do it. But yeah, usually you would have a watch if you camp in the forest or something like that, more than in a house.
But we're if so like they did say though that those demons and stuff couldn't make it into the house, right? The guy that died of like fright, basically, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So they didn't get in the house.
no.
But the vampire did get in the house to bite the girl, right?
After an invitation.
It was
Oh,
invited.
but yeah, he's
though.
been invited in the house, which means he can come in all the time now, right?
Yes, that's what it would be.
Okay. I want to keep watch for that dude.
My guess is,
Okay.
we've seen this guy at least twice now. If he wanted to kill us, I would assume he has the power to do so at just about any time.
What? What do you mean
I'm
twice?
not-
Yeah, he was at the
So,
he was at the
as soon as we left
cemetery.
the house.
He was at the cemetery?
Yeah.
Well,
Iron
Iron knows that.
The
I don't know
Iron
if she
Strahd?
shared that with you. She saw something. She did a double take. She didn't see anyone there anymore. Don't know if she found it pertinent enough to share with the others.
Oh, yes, I shared with them.
Okay.
Well, yeah. he
And then
thought-
where else?
After that house.
Oh, that guy, yeah. That's true. Okay. Well, let's just pass out then.
Okay, I'm gonna put on my nightcap and go to bed.
All right.
You have a nightcap?
So
I
you
do have a
I'm-
nightcap.
I'm jealous
Do
of
you have
your
a mouth
nightcap.
guard
I'm
as
gonna,
well?
I'm gonna
I'm
cast
gonna-
Minor Illusion and make a nightcap and then wear that to bed.
I'm gonna curl up next to the warm dragon.
Aww.
Don't kill me, Iron. I just am using him for his body heat.
Is this? Well, is this?
That's too-
There's
Aren't dragons
Let
cold
me
blooded though?
Yeah, but he's
No.
no, he's a dragon.
I'm a
They
gold
have fire
dragon, I'm
inside of
gold-blooded.
them.
Yeah, but aren't they cold blooded though?
No, I'm not a lizard, dude.
I still
That's
call this.
offensive.
I
They
still
are,
call
they
this,
are cold-blooded, but they
interspecies.
also have fire through their blood. So
Yeah. So
Who
then they're
knows?
hot-blooded.
Cat and a dragon still call that interspecies erotica. So
I'll start drawing the hentai now.
Dylan!
all right. So Durek or Amnon is the only one who took from the pie, right?
Yes.
And
Please tell me he wakes up a rat.
No, you all get some sleep, and Dylan actually has, or sorry, Amnon sleeps really well, and you have these beautiful and vivid dreams of being in very beautiful place. Lots of color, green grass, definitely some uh, nice sun that isn't obscured by any sort of dimness or mist. And in your dream, everything just seemed beautiful and great.
Did it like cancel out my curse dreams?
What?
Did it cancel out my curse dreams?
Yeah, it seems to have canceled out your curse dreams.
Damn. I'm gonna.
Doesn't dream of the maid anymore.
And
get
because
some more
of
fun.
that, I'm not going to give you the penalty of the 8
Yes.
when you wake up. All right.
The
With
penalty
that,
of what?
because of his curse in Death House, he sleeps really
Oh.
badly, so he gets 1d8 of damage when he wakes
Oh,
up.
Jesus. Forgot about that.
Yeah, but he doesn't get it because this time he sleeps like a baby.
Oh, he's totally gonna go buy more pie. He's gonna
Do I
spend
sleep
all of
well?
his gold on pie.
Yeah. I'm going back to that place. I can
Yeah.
buy 11 pies, guys.
All right, and so with that, you all wake up fully rested. If you have expended any spell slots, you recover them, as well as any like breath weapon or lay on hands, HP pool or whatever. If you have expended hit dice, you recover half of your. Sammy, is it half of your level or half of your expended ones?
Half your level.
Okay, so you would get rounded down. You would get 1 hit dice back from the long rest,
Okay.
and you get back to full HP, and that's about it.
How
So
much
you
experience
all
do we
wake
get?
up. You all wake up at dawn, but Dylan does not wake up yet. You all wake up.
sleeping.
Yeah, he's sleeping in. So you had about, I'd say, let's say you had about 7 hours of sleep, and you all wake up. So a little later than dawn, actually.
How much experience did we get for the day?
None. I'm doing milestone leveling up.
Okay.
What does that mean?
When you achieve something important, I'll let you know you're gonna level up instead of
Oh, okay.
tracking XP per monster and all that.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. What do you want to do now? You're all awake.
We need to get
other
her out of
than,
the town, right?
Amnon. Yeah. Ismark comes to you and says, "All right.
Let's move,
now,
folks."
now I am. I have spoken with my sister. She is satisfied with the burial of our father, and she has agreed to leave with you. Please have breakfast and then leave as soon as you can. Try to get her away from the devil's influence."
Are you not coming with us? Oh wait, I can't say.
No, I have
You're
I'm gonna go.
to stay, unfortunately.
I'm gonna try
Why?
to wake up Amnon.
Let me answer the why, then have Ozzy repeat his question. He says, because my father was the burgomaster, now it is my task to take care of the village. I would gladly come with you, but there is much to do, and unfortunately I cannot follow you.
I'm going to give him a very wary, slightly sketchy look.
Okay. I hope you understand me. I do give you my trust. My sister is everything to me, so I trust you to get her to safety. I have entrusted her with the money for your reward as promised. She will give that to you when she feels safe. And please take care of her. And Ozzy, what was your question?
I know. I want to try to wake Dylan up.
Okay. So you shake him, you thump him on the head. He does not wake up.
I kick him in the nuts.
Oh Jesus!
Wow.
I'm just kidding. I
So-
step on his nuts. No, I'm kidding.
Decide kick or step.
No. I'm gonna I'm literally gonna like put my finger in his nose and just do all kinds of obnoxious things to try to wake.
All you see is that he has a smile on his lips and he is deep in his sleep.
I knew
I'm
it.
gonna avoid his crotch.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of he's having.
I don't know why you need to specify I'm gonna avoid his crotch, but fine. Yeah.
There you go.
So he does not wake with whatever you're trying to do to him.
All right. Can I find a bucket of cold water, like from the kitchen,
Okay.
and I'm gonna dump it on him.
Okay. No change. He's still having a very nice smile on his face and sleeping beautifully.
Okay. Then I'm
Great.
gonna cast prestidigitation and dry off the area, not make a mess.
Okay. The area or like him included?
Him included.
Is your
Okay.
character like a neat freak or what?
A little bit.
All right, cool. All right, so you get some food, you get your breakfast, and after a little while, about 8 hours total of sleep, you see Amnon waking up, feeling very rested and happy, and for some reason, his face hurts a little. He's not sure why, but
Because
He had
he
some
slept
nice
with a
dreams.
grin on his face for 8 hours.
Is this like the 8-hour sleeping pie? What is that?
who
Man.
knows?
I had the
It's
best
laced
sleep
with
last night, you
Ambien.
guys. I never slept like that before.
Dude, we tried to wake you up and it was not happening.
Oh well, I didn't want to be woken up because that shit was fucking amazing. I'm gonna eat that pie every fucking night, and if we get ambushed, it's all on you guys. I'm sleeping through it.
Okay, so
It's a weird
you
pie.
you do wake up feeling that love for the pie. You do want to have it for breakfast again. So you join them at breakfast and you ask Ozzy to give you another piece
Oh,
of the
yeah,
pie
give him one
because he
big
gave
little
you
pie.
1/6 of it. Basically, he can cut it in 6 pieces.
Yeah,
I
I'll
don't
give
piece
him the
that
whole pie.
Oh shit.
All right, so you
What'd
have.
you do?
He
Give him the
gave
whole pie?
Yeah, he gave him the whole pie. So you have 5 pieces, and you eat one, so you have 4 pieces of pie in your inventory
Wait,
now.
you're gonna eat it now? Aren't you gonna pass out?
I don't know.
I'm
I
not
want the
eating
pie.
anything. I don't want that pie. I don't
I
want
want the
sleepy pie. I mean, this guy wants to eat it and become a pie addict. You know.
Well, I mean, I kind of want the pie.
So how? Okay, well, so he has 5 pieces of pie now.
4 since
But if
he's
you
eating
eat
it
one
for
and
breakfast.
you fall asleep,
Oh, okay, so he's eating one for breakfast. Okay. Alright.
Mhm.
but what if you just fall asleep then for 8 hours?
Come on, I'm sure. I was just. That was the end of the day. I was tired because we were fighting dudes. It's a pie.
Hey, dude. 1.
And I shredded it, damn it.
Okay, also, Liam, shouldn't you be at full health again? Your little health bar looks low.
No, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
Well, his character sheet, I don't know if.
Yeah, I didn't take any damage in that fight.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
it just shows you with like half a health bar. Maybe it's
no,
not
it's because
a health bar.
the tokens are small.
Scaled down? Okay,
Yeah.
never mind then.
So in any case, we can just move on with it. Let's keep the pie for whenever
Yeah,
the
let's
next
get it.
time we break a mirror and get cursed.
Yeah. All right. So, you move out, I assume. Want to go back on the road?
Yeah, let's get
Yeah.
this girl out of here.
Is she like with us? Is she like hooded, cloaked, or she's just walking out? Like we're just gonna walk out of town?
It's daytime.
Yeah, it's daytime.
yeah.
It's the morning,
Well-
and you get out of the house.
Vampire can't be lurking around.
But even
Okay.
daytime in this place is still like
Mm,
pretty dark, right? Or like misty-ish. Like it's not very light.
Can I eat breakfast quickly and then hop out a little bit ahead of time to go to the merchants?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Anyone want to join him, or, well, I don't
I
know
will.
if he asks the others. But yeah, you want to get to the
I'll-
merchant?
I'm gonna notice Liam leaving and follow him.
Okay.
Like he didn't invite anyone, so I'm just gonna go like just kind of step behind and hey Liam, where are you headed?
Going to the Merchant Square. Wanted to stop in last night, but they were closed.
Would you mind some company?
Not at all. You're welcome to join.
Alright, let's go.
Okay. So we go.
Alright, so you go, you get all the way to this place where you see the sparse light from the building that spills out from behind drawn heavy curtains, a sign over the door that is creaking on its hinges and reads Bildrat's Mercantile. So you want to enter, and in it you find a man sitting behind the storefront and various adventuring gear all around.
Okay.
I welcome new adventures. I see you are always welcome in my shop. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a few reagents, as it were.
Sure. What is it that you are looking for?
I'm looking for a bit of charcoal and herbs, actually.
Very well.
Stoner.
So I've shared with you Liam and Ozzy, since you're the two of you that are in the shop, the adventuring gear with all the descriptions. So he shows you around, and he says, "All right, we have these this charcoal here, and some incense here. How much would you like from it?"
Compared to my experience with magic, is the price like higher or lower than like what a spell would call for, or is it pretty common?
It's if you look around and you see some items that you know, you see the price next to it, and you realize that in this shop everything is 10 times the price that you are used to.
Oof. So
That
I'm
is
not
the
gonna be
most
able to
Sammy
afford.
thing I've ever heard.
Just like the pie, the cost of living here is high, man.
It is. This sucks.
This is
So I'm not gonna be able to afford much of anything, am I?
Well, that's one of the big fucking annoying questions with Magic and D&D. When it says 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, in this regular town, 10 gold pieces of charcoal would give you like 1 kilo, and here it would give you 10 grams, but for the spell it would still count as 10 gold pieces worth of. And that's the annoying thing.
Oh.
Yeah, because the price of the material is what counts. It's not the quantity of the material.
Doesn't make any sense though.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, and people have been complaining about it because it's kind of stupid, but that's how it. Like, for example, you want to buy 50 gold pieces of something, and then you negotiate, you do a good persuasion check, and he gives it to you for 45 gold pieces, then, oh shit, the DM will tell you it won't work because you need 50 gold pieces worth of,
Okay.
stupid stuff like that. But
Yeah, like
yeah.
mine says I need like 50 gold pieces worth of rare herbs and random shit to summon my wolf too. It doesn't even tell me what I need. It just says you need 50 gold pieces
Yeah,
of
but
this
it's not
stuff.
relevant. What you need is not relevant. Like
yeah, exactly.
it's kind of like they don't want you to get stuck in the nitty gritty of it. So they're just like, look, you go to the store and you go, hey, I'm gonna summon my wolf. I need, and then they go, oh, here's 15 gold worth of whatever, or however much gold.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
'cause you don't want to be like, oh, I only have 3 grams of paprika and 4 grams of oregano and 8 ounces of mint. Like,
Cannot
like
mix spaghetti.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah,
Can
you
I make spaghetti?
Yeah, so the thing is, for example, if you want to go to this shop and say, oh, I really need a crowbar, he's going to charge you 20 gold pieces for it instead of 2 gold pieces. But if you say, I just want these materials, 50 gold pieces worth of it, then you'll get a smaller portion than somewhere else might give you, but it would still work fine for your spell. Which is
Okay.
something I'm giving you because, first of all, it's rules as written, which is what I like to do. And second of all, because if I don't, you're gonna be really pissed because you can't do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're
I'd
not
like to
gonna
buy-
get like 500 gold pieces just to feed your wolf, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna buy the 10 gold worth of incense, charcoal, and herbs. I
How did he
considered
get
running
10
back.
gold?
He had some starting money. All
Wasn't
right.
born yesterday.
No problem. He goes back in behind the counter and takes out a very, very small pouch that you look into it and you see a few pieces of incense and charcoal in it. 10 gold
Okay.
pieces worth. Do you need anything else? You are free to shop around.
Buy some weed. Or is it not legal in that state?
Uh, it's
Don't
it's
rub it in,
legal,
Dylan.
it's just out of stock.
It's like Canada.
Right, you need anything else
They all ran out of
or
weed.
moving on?
I think that's it.
All right.
Looking around before I walk out, is there a brass brazier in the room, perchance?
Brass brazier in your material list does not include a cost, so you can assume that your component pouch would have a small portable one in it.
Okay.
And that's different from what I did, from what I ruled in Lost Mine of Fendelver, but I did that there for fun. Here, it's just gonna make things complicated for nothing. Because let's say he would have one, but he would
Alright.
charge you 1,000 gold pieces for it, so just...
What the hell?
Wait, what does he have?
Brass brazier.
I wasn't
Oh.
looking to buy one. I was just looking to, like...
Use it, he would have charged you 100 gold pieces to use it for an hour.
Alright, well, I guess that's all I need, so...
Alright, come again anytime you need something, and if you have friends, you can direct them towards my shop. Thank you, bye bye. Alright, and so with that, you have your stuff, and you all finished breakfast. Amnon ate some more pie, and you can all go back on the road, if I assume that's what you want to do now.
Yeah, so let's ask,
Yep.
what's his name? Like, where do you expect us to take your sister? His sister?
Oh, I don't know where exactly you can find
we're not very familiar
some
with Slan, so-
safety
I thought
for
you told
her.
us.
But what I know is that my father told me that the Burgomaster of Valaki owes him a favor, so maybe you can start there, and if he's able to help, that would be great. So Valaki is
Not Vistani.
the Vistani are the people. They are the nomads that you see on the roads sometimes with their caravans. Those are
But
the
they
Vistani.
don't come from Vikani.
Valaki is the
Valaki.
town. Yes, the Valaki is the town. We have 3 towns here in Barovia. We have the village of Barovia itself, which you are in currently. Then there is Valaki near the lake. And then you have Crests all the way to the west.
What was the name of that last one?
Kresk.
Can you type that out?
Okay, I'll try.
I'm sorry. I want to write it down.
Kresk. To the west. And near the Lake Zarovich, you will find the town of Valaki. But my sister might be able to point you in the right direction. She's going
Okay.
with you anyway. She knows the region a little bit. She hasn't traveled too much, but she knows enough. She can help you.
All right.
So,
But you want us to
real
get
quick,
out of...
as just me, I need to ask you. When I was talking to those three ladies, I wrote down in my notes
Mhm.
that they said that they were gypsies, they were part of the Vistani, but they said to talk to Madame Eva. Where would we find Madame Eva then? Was that in Valaki?
She said near Serpul. She
I
said
don't know
you'll
what you're
find it after the bridge.
After the bridge.
Yeah, after passing the bridge, you will soon find it. Serpul. That's what she said.
Can you write that down too? Are you putting this in
Alright.
Discord, these names?
Oh, sorry. I've been
Or you could just
writing
put them in
them, but
chat.
I was talking to myself, so you weren't seeing.
Oh, okay.
Krez, Valaki,
Thank you.
and Serpul, Madame Eva, after the bridge.
And the town we're currently in, the name it was what? Toronto?
It's
Barovia.
village of Barovia. Alright, let's get moving. Wasted enough time. So you're...
Hey, you said to take notes. So I
Yeah.
am.
Yeah, sure, no problem. I meant wasted enough time in the village, not like with the whole let's kill a night vampire for no reason and the
Perhaps
shopping and
valuable
all that.
lessons about
That's
teamwork.
enough. All right, so Ozzy, you're still leading, or you want to switch it up with someone else?
I don't mind.
Yeah, do
I
the
mean, I
others
can-
mind?
What do you
No.
guys
No.
think?
Wait, what? I don't see what.
You lead. I'm but cattle. I'm a sheep.
But cattle?
Yep.
Alright.
I'll follow.
Am I supposed
So-
to be seeing something here? All I see is black.
Zoom
Do I have to
out.
scroll over?
Really? You should see...
Move the map. Move the map.
Yeah, move to the right. All the way to the right. And then go back up a little bit. Alright. Irene, you were about to say something? I think.
No, I just told you to zoom out.
Ah, okay. Alright, let me close this. And I'm just gonna get rid of all these character sheets for no reason. Okay, so you're leaving the town. On your way out, you can still hear that person crying, and you can also see somewhere in the alleys of the village the old lady with her pie cart moving around, and you want to do something or just keep going and leave the village?
Let's head towards that bridge.
All right, so you move, go towards the bridge. Jeff, you get leveling up when you achieve something specific that I'll tell you when, but we're not using experience points actually for this game. All right, so you arrive at a bridge. You keep going.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
let's keep an eye out for this Madame Ava that those ladies in the bar told us about. She said that we should seek her out as part of one of the Vistani.
Those girls
She
that you
said-
were flirting with?
She said that they would be at the... How do you say it again?
Serpol.
The Serpool
Yeah.
after the bridge.
Yeah. All right. So you cross the bridge and you can see below you the river that is flowing as clear as a blue winter sky through the valley. And
What's winter?
I don't know.
Sorry, California. joke.
Let me just...
We don't see this pool
Winter
anywhere.
is basically when the whole country doesn't burn down.
Give me a second.
Fair enough.
Second. 'Cause you're about to meet someone.
Oh Jesus.
Lisa!
So after about half an hour of walking on the road, through the mist, you can see just give me a second. Okay, so you can see right in through the mist, coming from one side of the road, traversing to the other side, a skeletal warhorse that has a human skeleton riding on top of it.
Oh Jesus.
What?
A skeleton
Attack
riding
it.
a skeleton warhorse.
You got a
Attack
picture?
it.
And no, that is not Nisa.
I mean, I obviously knew that this person was here, right?
Uh, well,
Sorry.
you would need to concentrate for 1 minute in order to sense where there
Oh, so this
are
guy was
things.
like outside of my radius when I did it before.
No, it was inside, but let's say that you can
just
sense
too many.
and count, like if you see 3 people in front of you, you can see, hey, there's 3 people in front of me. But if you're in a crowd in a concert, you would know there's a lot of people all around you, but you can't say exactly how many or which direction. So that's kind of the feeling that you had when you did that before.
Okay.
You just felt there's a lot of undead pretty much all around you. You're in the middle of a crowd. So that's why you wouldn't be able to just know that kind of stuff. All right? And so yeah, it's crossing the I'm gonna switch the music. It's
As soon as-
crossing the road, coming from one side of the forest to the other, and decrease the volume. And it just turns its skeletal head towards you, looks at you, ignores you, and just continues walking on its way and crosses to the other side.
I want to do an intelligence check
And a
to
good
see
day
if I
to
know
you too,
anything about
sir.
this guy. Like, as soon as I see him, I want to know more. If I like see it, what do I know about him
I mean,
or about somebody that looks like
what
this?
I'm wondering is why did the skeletal chicken cross the road?
Oh my god.
Yeah. So you can do an intelligence check. Is it with advantage?
It just says, additionally, you have advantage on wisdom survival checks to track, as well as on intelligence checks to recall information. So yes, advantage.
Okay, so do an intelligence check with advantage. Okay. So you would say that this is a probably a soldier who was who died fighting, and they are lost looking for something or someone. You can't really know that, but they just seem to be riding probably forever looking for whatever they need.
Let's attack it.
Can I talk to it? Because I can, like, speak to undeads,
Okay.
right?
You can speak to them?
The favorite enemy thing is you learn a language that they speak.
Yeah.
If there's not necessarily a language that undead.
Yeah.
How they talk with their tongues.
Yeah, that's the thing also. I don't know if the skeleton can talk, but
Okay.
if he could talk, he would just, if he speaks the same language as you,
Well,
you
I have
might be
a
able to
language
communicate, but,
undead movements. I don't know what that
Oh
means.
yeah, no, I told you to remove that because the updated
Okay.
archer thing doesn't have that. Instead, it just has you gain one extra
okay.
language.
I don't know how to remove it. It doesn't want to let me.
It's fine. I can do that later.
Okay. So I chose Sylvan, which was like forest people, and
Yeah.
then I still have Abyssal, Common, and Draconic.
Okay.
Okay. So no.
So you want to try to approach it, or just want to leave it alone?
I feel like we should
Kill
just
it.
leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
That's my vote as
Alright.
well.
Alright.
If he just looks at us and ignores us, I'll just let him go on his way.
Alright. So you want to keep going?
Yep.
You see the skeleton just riding off, ignoring you, and you keep going on your way, following the road, and then
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
What?
I want to do a concentration just for a minute, just see if I can detect anybody else, because I'm a little freaked out that I didn't know that guy was there.
Sure, do it. You'd have to wait 1 minute for it to do it.
Are you guys cool with that? Just give me a minute so I can see if there's anybody really close to us, so we don't
I'm
get
fine with it.
surprised.
I'm gonna do
I've
like
got a long cast I'm kind of waiting for an opportunity to do, but it's much longer.
While she's waiting for a minute, I'm just gonna look around bushes and whatnot, see if there's anything strange with the forest, if there's anything to be found, whatever.
Do a survival check to see if you
Me?
can. No, him. Tehanu,
okay.
to see if he can find anything in the forest. Yeah, you don't see much. It's just a very creepy forest in the mist.
And me?
And you're still kind of overwhelmed by the feeling of you're in the middle of a crowd and you can't really discern anything right now.
Just a lot of undead.
Yeah, there's just, it looks like everywhere there's an undead around you, but there's no one that just seems to pop out at the moment.
We're like really close. Okay. All right.
Yeah. All right. So you keep going, and then you arrive here at
At the
a-
pool?
Crossroad, right here. So, right here. At a crossroad.
That's where the Costco is, right?
Hey, what is that thing that we passed though? What's this?
What?
It's a river.
Yeah, it's just the
Oh, it's
river
part of the
flowing.
river.
So
Oh,
you
okay, okay.
go there and you peek around, and you can see. Whoops.
Just some river.
You can see that the river keeps going
Okay.
like this.
Okay.
All right. And so there's an old. Oh, let me see. Another one. Oh shit. Give me a second to see what you just encountered.
And the girl hasn't said anything this whole time. We're all just kind of wandering around.
No, well, she explains to you a little bit. She says that the river is called the River Ivlis. And give me 1 second. Up, Ivlis River. Yeah.
Thank you.
That was here the village of Barovia, and she just tells you about stuff that you see around
Alright.
you. But she doesn't seem to want to talk too much because she's still, mourning the death of her father. And yeah.
Okay.
All right. So you arrive at a crossroads, and an old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here. On a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia village to the east, Serpool to the northwest, and Ravenloft/Valaki to the southwest.
Oh,
The
damn.
northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall, crumbling in places, partially encloses a small plot of graves shrouded in fog. Also, your presence in this dreary land has not gone unnoticed. A raven follows you for several minutes while keeping a respectful distance.
A raven.
The skeletal chicken!
Let's capture it.
Can
raven.
I talk to the raven? Can I
You
use my
can
spell?
try to communicate with it.
I feel like ravens are very smart, so. I have speak with animals, so.
Just shake something shiny
One
and say, "Hey,
second, though.
look, it's some shiny
I wanna
stuff."
make sure that my speak with animals thing is right. It's my spell, right?
Just start cawing at the air. Caw, 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 caw.
Shoot, hold on. I think it has to do with their intelligence, right?
What do you mean with intelligence?
It
Oh,
says
speak
that,
with
like,
animals. That's what you're looking for.
yeah,
I was
speak
I
with
was
animals,
thinking
the
about
spell.
the
It says you gain the
primeval.
ability
Yeah.
to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration, which is 10 minutes. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at a minimum, they can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the last day. You might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you at the GM's discretion. So what I was thinking is this would be a good beast to try to communicate with because it's going to be a raven. It's probably going to be like the smartest animal we're ever going to encounter in the game, right?
Maybe. Just let me try something. Just wanna see. Okay. Okay. So you have this speak with animals, communicate with beasts, and I was actually looking at the primeval awareness from your updated archer that says you have an innate ability to communicate with beasts. They recognize you as a kindred spirit. Through sounds and gesture, you can communicate simple ideas to a beast as an action and can read its basic mood and intent. You'll learn its emotional state, whether it is affected by magic or any sort, its short-term needs, food or safety, and actions you can take to persuade it not to attack. So you want to cast the spell, or you want to use your...
Let's just use my primeval awareness then to interact with the raven.
Okay,
for now,
so you
see how that goes.
You can see that the... what do you want to ask it first?
Well, I would like to know, is it magical? Like, is it really a raven to start? That would be a good starter, because if it's not truly a raven or a beast, this probably won't work, right?
Yeah. Actually, let me see.
So if it's actually a vampire disguised as a raven...
Ah, okay, that's what you mean.
That's kind of where I'm headed with that, sorry.
The raven is a beast, and you can kind of communicate with it. You can understand it. You can see that it seems to be curious.
Okay.
About you.
What is its intent? Its mood and intent. Okay.
It does not have any harmful intent towards you.
Okay.
From what you can gather.
And its emotional state was just curiosity?
Yeah.
Is it affected by any magic?
Not that you can sense, no.
Okay.
Just try toasting it and see.
And does it have any short-term needs that I could provide to maybe gain its favor? Like if I feed it, will it hang out with us or something?
None that you can sense. Well, it has been following you for a few minutes. You noticed it not because it was in the air. You noticed it because it has been following you for a few minutes.
Yeah.
And so it's already following you, but it's keeping its distance. It does not seem interested in communicating with you, just watching you.
Okay.
Yeah, so with that, so yeah, you arrived at the crossroads, and you can see the sign, the gallows, the small plot of graves, and after a few minutes you see a second raven come and join the first one. And what do you want to do?
Wait, another one?
Another raven showed up.
Guys, I'm starting to get freaked out.
Can you give me a quick and dirty if the same intentions are from this raven or not?
Um,
Just a few. Now you can see there are like a group of 4 ravens.
Is it a murder of
just-
ravens? Oh, also, wait,
just
wait, wait. Are
watching
they
you. They all
ravens or are
seem
they
to be
crows?
ravens.
Oh, that's weird.
And as you're wondering and talking out loud, I assume you have Irina that tells you, uh, you know, us Barovians, we believe that uh, ravens are a good fortune. You should never harm a raven, otherwise ill
Oh.
fortune will befall you.
so we
I am
shouldn't
happy
kill those
seeing these
ravens.
ravens following us. That's for
So
So
sure.
it's good luck, basically?
Kind of creeped out.
So you
Not
actually
me.
never had raven sandwich? I heard it's good.
I'm gonna glare at him.
And she just has this horrified look.
Let's
'Kay.
let's just keep going. And hope
So,
that there's not
We're
so
standing
many
at a
other
crossroads, and so to the north of us is the place that the ladies in the tavern suggested we go to talk to Madame Ava. But to the south is where we want to take, what's her name again? Shit, Irina. So do we want to go and like take her to that village first, or do we want to go north to visit Madame whatever her name is? Madame Ava. Eva.
And I feel like having this chick with us is bad luck, so let's not drag her anywhere further than we need to go.
Okay, what about the rest of the party? You want to head south?
You want to split up?
No.
Let's hear Irina's opinion.
I'm just saying.
I have heard of this Madame Eva. I think that she's someone gifted with the gift of fortune telling. She's some sort of seer. She might be able to help us, and we've been walking for a little while now. Maybe we can take a short rest there before continuing on our journey.
Do you know how far it is from here?
Not too
Cool.
far, I think. Maybe half an hour or maybe an hour.
Okay.
I think I saw a little bit of the Zerpool when we were in that bend earlier over there.
All right. What about the rest of you?
I vote we go that way then.
Alright, yeah,
I
let's go that
agree.
way.
See?
Fine, let's do it.
So, as you leave the area towards the north, let me just give you some area. We're going this way. So, as you leave the area, you hear a creaking noise behind you, coming from the gallows. Where there was nothing before, now hangs a lifeless gray body. The breeze turns the hanged figure slowly, so that it can fix its dead eyes upon you. Ozzy, you can see that dead figure is you. Same features, same face, same everything. You see yourself hanging there from the gallows. The others, you just see an unfamiliar Barovian.
Oh, okay.
Well, technically, Ozzy died once already, so
That's kind of weird.
Wait. Okay. Okay. Wait. It was just a frayed piece of rope, and then we have a small conversation. Look at some ravens. Turn back, and now there's a body hanging here.
Yeah,
That's what just happened.
yeah, just as you were leaving the area.
I'm gonna freak the fuck out. All my hair stands on end. I jump backwards and start looking around, like, what the hell happened? And I'm going to immediately look at Irina and be like, what the fuck?
But you forgot the most important.
Exactly.
Right.
good
Claws out.
fortune, huh?
Alright. So, what do you want to do?
I want to ask Irina, what the fuck?
She just looks scared. And
She looks as horrified as us.
yep.
Okay.
Ask her, is that your definition of good fortune?
Yeah, does that happen often around here? Dead bodies appearing on ropes?
I do not know. I don't know. And that's pretty much all she said. She doesn't know.
Can I do a medicine check?
A check of a medicine check.
Mm-hmm.
So
like
you
that,
wanna go poke at the body, basically.
Yeah.
Oh
Alright.
my god.
So as you
So brave.
approach, the corpse looks and smells like a corpse. It looks real to you. But as soon as you touch it, it just rapidly melts away into nothing.
Oh. God.
Damn.
That's
Clerics
more
got the holy
eeriness.
touch. What'd you cleric do? Just destroyed it.
Alright.
Those holy fingers.
By the way, at this point, can I cast Mage Armor?
Sure, if you want.
Okay.
What'd you say, Sammy? I'm sorry, what?
He cast mage armor.
Oh,
He's
okay.
getting ready.
Alright. You wanna keep going? You wanna do what?
Well, since it disappeared, I guess we should return on our path.
Yeah, so did you guys decide? Are we going north then?
I think we should
Towards
go
Yeah,
the-
north.
let's go
Cool.
north. Let's go north, yeah.
Anybody
Find this crazy
object?
shit.
It's an
Okay.
omen of some
Here we go.
sort.
Alright.
Yeah.
So,
Madam Eva.
so you keep going north, and as you do, more ravens begin to take an interest in you, and before long, their numbers swell, and soon you can see hundreds of them watching you and following you from a safe distance.
I'm very scared.
You
Ugh.
keep going until you eventually reach you see in the distance an encampment of caravans around Serpul. Let me show you a little bit more of.
Can you just
Whoops.
tell me if the intent of any of the ravens is out of the ordinary, or if any of them are beyond curiously following us? So I don't have to keep
You
asking
just
you.
seem to be curious.
Okay, so just let me know if anything about the ravens changes or becomes sinister.
Okay.
'Cause I'm going to be keeping an eye on them. Like, I mean, that's kind of my thing. A, I'm a cat and there's a bunch of birds around. And B, I just, primeval awareness. I feel like I'm constantly kind of keeping an eye on all the animals.
Well, look, cat lady,
Okay.
we're just being extremely fortunate.
All right.
Yeah,
And
we're just very
so-
lucky.
So with that, there's hundreds of them that are watching you and following you from a distance, and you keep going, and you start seeing a camp of wagons around this Serpul that you recognize. Here, let me just do Serpul, and you found yourself in here.
Why do I feel like there's gonna be belly dancers?
I don't see anything. It's all black.
Nothing?
Yeah, it's all black.
Really?
Really?
Maybe. Oh yeah, because there's. Okay.
Look at my stream. Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, you can just drag
Oh,
and drop
Jesus.
yourselves.
Oh my.
Right.
I see everything.
I see stuff, but
White
there's
seven-
black beams coming out of everything.
So you find yourselves in a camp
Gypsies.
of gypsies, Vistani.
Okay.
Vistanis are the gypsies of Barovia.
Okay.
And as
Like
you
eggs.
approach, oh, I love this music. As you approach or as you enter the encampment, the ravens leave. And you find yourself in the middle of a camp of Vistanis. And with that, we're gonna end today's session. Just wanted to share the music a little bit. But yeah, we're gonna end the session here.
We have to
And
kill them all.
yeah, it was
Dylan.
slower than I expected. But promise, Nisa, next week you'll be
Poor
joining
Nisa.
them.
Oh my god,
Wait,
Nisa's a gypsy.
Yeah.
Dylan, I
Maybe.
swear to God, we're somehow related. I swear to God.
You guys see these giant horses? What are these?
They're really big horses.
They're bigger than wagons.
Well,
They're Barovian horses.
they're horses. I mean, a horse is bigger than a human, so they're draft horses for
Okay.
for the wagons.
Okay.
They're considered as large creature.
Oh, okay.
All right, and 10:29, so I fit right in Nara's deadline.
Deadline.
Yeah.
Reference. Just anytime between like 9:30 and at the latest 10. Just after it starts getting after 10, it's pretty rough for Dylan and I.
Yeah, I understand that. So, and since you're the only ones who seem to sleep early, we're gonna kick you out next week. Just kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, that's this week's episode. The battles are still a bit slow to my taste. I don't know about you, but other than that, I think it was good.
So
it
can
was
we
good.
just
We'll
real
get
quick
there.
talk about the vampire though? Like we didn't need to kill. Like we weren't intended to necessarily kill him, right?
Yep, you were just supposed to
Okay.
hear him scream and figure out, holy shit, this is creepy, and then move on, and in the morning come to bury the father with the priest doing this the funeral, and then leave.
But the
I mean,
priest wasn't going to help us, and right?
no, he
But we
just
could have just
seemed
buried him anyways.
Yeah, he was just disinterested.
Yeah.
You know, he was disinterested because he was concentrating on his prayers. But he has been doing this for a year, right? So, yeah, you didn't need
Yeah. See, we
to
were supposed to
say,
just go bury the body.
"I'm gonna cure your son," and then kill him and let the poor guy kill himself. I mean, you did
I
not
think
need
we
to do
saved
all
both.
that.
I think we saved both of them that day.
Wow, that's so dark.
You did what?
We saved both of them.
It's one way of looking at it. It is one way to look at it. All right. So, with that,
Give us any
any
more hints
questions?
about these
Any
ravens?
things you want to discuss? Or
Yeah, what do the ravens mean?
they're just
He
ravens?
can't tell us that.
They're
Okay, so
ravens
ravens
that came.
generally only show
you.
up in pairs, sometimes like 2 sets, but hundreds of ravens, that is like impossible.
My character views it as an omen,
A
as well
good
as
omen, then.
the not necessarily a good omen. Everything is an omen. You just need to.
Everything,
attention.
really, everything.
Life is an omen.
The
Us
gods
going into
speak
that
in
basement
and
mysterious
killing
that
ways.
dude,
But
was
yeah,
amazing.
I mean, you got followed by hundreds of ravens, and they did not just like poke holes all over your bodies. So
They're gonna kill us.
thank
The
your
gods
stars
will.
and move on, I guess.
The gods try to speak to us. We just need to listen.
Gods are stupid.
Right, Nietzsche.
We could just
okay.
send a fax
The
next time.
cleric
please,
did
yeah.
not like hearing that.
Is Nisa one of the horses? Is she a magical horse? Is she
She
here?
is a magical horse. How did you guess?
Oh my god, I knew it. That's why they're so big. Actually, I think this is Nisa right here.
Wait, what are you trying to say about Nisa?
Maybe.
She's in this building right here, guys. I want to go there first.
Do I need to close this tent? Yeah, I think I'm
No.
gonna close the tent. Yes, there you go.
All right, so
Too
we're done
late.
for tonight.
I remember.
But yeah, anyway, you don't know her. You wouldn't know who that person sleeping in a tent is anyway, so it wouldn't matter.
You got my rolls, by the way,
Bottom
right?
right.
Yes, just mark them in your
I did.
notes, and
I did.
What
that's
is
it.
he up to? What is that shady dude up to?
What, me?
As a
Yes.
wizard, he can roll 2 d20s per day and use them in place of any rolls that he likes. He did that actually
Oh.
last week, where
Twice in the combat.
yeah,
Yep.
during combat he changed 2 of, I think, Ozzy's, once Ozzy and once him instead of rolling, he just used his pre-rolled number. So
Okay.
if it's a high number, he can use it for himself. If it's a low number, he can say the enemy actually rolled a natural 1 or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So are we done for tonight? If you don't need me, I'll be going.
Good night, Jeff.
Night all.
See you
Good
next
night.
time.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Good night. So, any other questions, or we're good?
It's all good for me.
I'm just kind of looking for a space of like 70 minutes where I can sit and cast a spell.
Yeah.
You can take a break at some
Well,
point.
we can figure that out next week.
Yeah, because not many DMs like the ability to have the caster cast while walking in long cast spells.
Yeah,
which is-
you wouldn't have been able to do it. Yeah, because you need the brazier and you need to be actually performing the ritual and all that. So
Yeah.
maybe if you had a wagon, I would have allowed you to be in the back of the wagon doing that, but you don't. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Or like a flying carpet, for instance.
yeah, that would be nice. I haven't seen any so far.
Yeah, neither have I, but it's
You
just
can
a
make
thing.
them.
Yeah.
Can't you make one? The spell?
Theoretically, I don't have the spell for it, but theoretically, I.
Yeah. Make like a floating disc.
believe the
That's how it
spell is
works.
actually called Tensor's Floating Disc.
Yep, that one.
Yeah, probably. Wait, that's a first level wizard spell? Cool.
Yep.
I would have
I
imagined
hadn't
it was
thought of using it that way, but that is definitely a way I could use.
Yeah. Duration 1 hour. So since you're doing a ritual casting, it would be 17 minutes. So 10 minutes before the end of the ritual, you just drop or whatever.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Anything else, or we're good?
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. I'm gonna